Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to Crusader Kings 2, the hopeful beginnings of a Paradox mega campaign where the goal is to take this one tiny little county of Desmond and rule the entire galaxy in Stellaris. Ambitious? Absolutely. Fun? I sure hope so, because I'm enjoying it so far. So, first episode was completely devoted to character creation, explaining some mechanics, and just trying to get things settled down. So, probably one of the first things I'm going to need to do is some intrigue options. So in here I can do a variety of actions, some specific to my various forms of government, in exchange for various currencies. So I could convert to my local culture, for example, but I'd need 500 prestige to lose. Oh yeah, I should now explain the various currencies in the corner. I guess I'm not going to assume people know Paradox grand strategies. Probably was a terrible idea. Most of my viewers are Star Wars, Ark, and Total War Warhammer. So here we have our wealth, which I'm just going to call gold forever now. We have prestige, which is how awesome you are. Yeah, that's right, awesomeness points. Then you have your piety, which is how good you are with your faith. It'll say the church, but we're not church goers. We're freaking Vikings. And then dimens size or realm size. How many personal holdings can I have? Okay, and then, this one's realm size is just how big our ruler is. Each holding will count towards that. So here you will see that I control a tribe and a bishopric. In order to be rid of, each one of those is counting one towards realm size. You can see these two things. I could build new holdings here for these costs. Interesting. Alright, what's next? And then score. Every time your character dies, and I should clarify, my character will die. This is Sel the First. And then we are going to name my son, who is currently Folic Selson. What should I do for names? I have, what do you call it? How do I rename him? Crap, I might be kind of stuck with Folic until he has a kid. Speaking of which, I need to get him betrothed. Marriage is definitely a thing, so our best option will be her. No military stuff. Fine. Boom. Now my son has a secured future. Alright, also I should set a childhood focus. You saw focus last time, so it's not as straightforward with the childhood focuses. We kind of we have to choose these various aspects, and then they will, what do you call it? Then they'll gain certain traits based on it, and then when they become of age, the traits will evolve into actual traits. It's a complicated system, but it should make sense towards the end. When we get later on, I'm going to assign this to other people. But our son will focus on the struggle. And he will gain rowdy, which could develop brawny, honest, or dull. Or he could get willful. Now, he could get other traits, too. If not, it'll be random. Well, that's what I've chosen. Now, we have a daughter, too. I should get her betrothed as well. Now, we should try and get some kind of good thing out of this. So let's get... we could marry her to the Grand Chief of Saxony. That is a pretty good ruler thing. But as far as I can tell, literally no one will be giving us... yeah, no one will be giving us any benefits, so we might as well just, I don't know, hawk her off to some young chief. There. You look good. Here, have my daughter when she comes of age. Boom! Medieval marriages. Sorry, but the women in this game are more pawns than anything. Which reminds me, I should take some concubines soon. Alright, what was I trying to do? Oh, right. Intrigue. So, like I said, I can do special events for certain things, and what I'm specifically looking at were invite holy men and nobles, but I can't afford the piety yet, and I need personal wealth of at least 0. Oh, so I might be able to spam invite nobles then. Let me see. Interesting, so... excellent, there's a good So basically, it looks like I might be able to get away with spamming this for a while, which would be very nice because I need Norsemen in my court. I actually should have done this before I assigned all the spots last time, but I'm going to have them on hand. Okay, so I do lose a gold per. And what are you? Wow! Okay. And then present to Bante. And now we get another Igna. She ain't like my Igna, that's for sure. She's good with books, though. Alright. Alright, so that's enough gold spending. My point is now I have some people of my thing now. Alright. My steward is on my side, so I'm not going to get rid of him, even though the two people I hired are way better stewards. Alright, next thing with the council. So I've got a problem with this, these parts of the council are not agreeing with me, for reasons I can only imagine. So where are my new guys? Here we go. Ivar! Oh dear lord, you would be terrible. Are you at least a decent spy master? No. God. You know what? Maybe one more noble. Oh, they're all good stewards. I'm just gonna have to wait for them to have kids then. Jesus. Alright, so I'm gonna have to deal with a rebellious council, which is gonna hold me back for a little while. Alright, let's improve some diplomatic relations with someone who's got a big icon over here. So you'll see big icons every once in a while. Upland, perfect. The bigger the icon, the more important their territory is. If you'll come over here, you'll notice we have a small icon because we only control one county. We are the equivalent of a count, but I wish to be a galactic emperor. So that's going to take some time. Alright, so next I'm going to train troops with the Marshal, which will increase my army size. Armies in Crusader Kings 2, especially in the early game, do not function as a normal army, or a normal strategy game work. You raise levies, seen here in my military tab. I have 386 of my own personal levy, which is tribal holdings I control. And then my vassals, which are my servants, are giving me none because my bishop hates my butt for some reason. You know what I could probably do? Actually, I want to check laws. So this is the county laws of Desmond. Ew, Gravelkind. No. Oh, God, I can't get rid of any of the Gravelkind. Hereditary Dane law. Well, that could get awkward. Realm. Status of women. Revoke titles should be allowed. We should have that because I need to get rid of titles that belong to filthy Christians. And then the administration is feudal. Eventually we'll want imperial. Obligations. So, are you more obliged to pay taxes or to give me vassal levy? So, basically this is balance mode right now. And then the council, I can't do anything until I unlock tribal organization, which is here in technology. Which is pretty much irrelevant for, like, forever. Okay, so the realm law I wanted to change was allow me to revoke titles. And they instantly approved it because there are no other lords. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on this thing, the Bishopric of Cloyne. And I'm gonna take his title... revoke title. It does look like this will be tyrannical. Shit. Well, we need to do it. We need to get going. Isn't he my chancellor? Shit, he is my chancellor. Never mind, we need him. Fuck. Alright. Okay, so he'll live for now. But the next person we take over, we're taking their shit. Alright, so Marshal. Train troops. So that'll make my maximum levy much larger now. So now I'll have 490. Which is good. And then next on the list is my steward, who I could replace with someone really good, but this guy's already cooperating, so I'm not inclined to replace him off the bat. So he can settle the tribe, which increases the chance his culture will change to Norse. He can oversee construction, which will make buildings faster. There are buildings, but they are very, what do you call it? It's very it's a very light building system, and this early in the game you don't have the money. Or he can build my legend, which might give me warriors. See, this is the hard part, because I want to sow the tribe, but I also would like the warriors. Also, it'll give me monthly prestige, which is very important, so he'll do that for now. Spy Master, so we can scheme, which will discourage vassals from associating with factions, which is a problem for later. Or recruit members to my own. This will also increase the chances of discovering plots, which is good. Build Spy Network, which will make my plots stronger. Or he can study technology, which will give us an increase to our tech. So I'm going to scheme because I don't trust my locals. And here we go with the Seeress, or the bishop, whatever it is when you're a Catholic. So we could proselytize, which will very unlikely to convert my county. Or we can improve religious relations. Or we can build zeal, which will get us zealots. So we're going to build the zeal. So basically, we have 2 chances every month to spawn a free army, at which I will then take and conquer one of our neighbors with, because our current army is probably not sufficient. Like, if you look here, we've got slightly larger levy, but we also have to take out garrisons when it comes to sieges. So, eventually you'll all see how it works. So I'm going to crank up speed to ×3 for the next... Okay, ×4. Alright, that's done. That's done. Special titles grantable. Okay. Dismiss for now. Now we just kind of wait for stuff to happen, which is kind of what's going to happen in the early game for a while. So as you can see, the months are ticking by, and we're just kind of waiting. My levy is growing more each day, and our neighbor's levy is also growing. So we'll have slightly higher levy, because I have very high martial. This is my battle skill. This will also increase based on how my wife is. So our state diplomacy is actually really good, because Honey is a gray eminence, the best diplomat. Alright, during your wife's recent visit to Harlem, we had a great time discussing the similarities between our people. I suggest a non-aggression pact between us for near future and welcome any visitors from your well. A wonderful idea! So, I have a non-aggression pact with... Oh, hey, we gained... oh, right, that was we summoned our marshal. So, we have a non-aggression pact. I'm trying to find where my pacts... Here we go. Non-aggression. So we have... He was this... Okay, so this guy likes us. Alright. Cool beans. Maybe we'll go up to max speed for the moment. Oh, thing happened. My beloved wife is constantly bored and keeps talking about new fashions she's heard about. Now she wants me to introduce it at court. Let's see, so I could become charitable or greedy. There's no reason to become... Yeah, this is just better. My money is your money, darling. I do like to play a loving husband in the game when possible. So now you can see the months are going by really fast. Alright, so... The big king over in Sweden really likes us. Perfect. You may notice... Oh, okay, so... I'm praising my name and deeds. Small armies was converged. Oh, sweet, we got an army! And I like that guy now. Alright, so gonna tone this down. So we have an army. If we combine it with our main troops, we'll have a big, big army. So now comes the question of who gets conquered. And there's a very, very simple way to determine this. Who's got the bigger levy? 440? 424. Congratulations, Chief Indratuck. You're it. So we are going to conquer him. And boom! Just like that, we are at war. I was kind of worried the council might get in the way, but that does not seem to be the case. So, popping up my personal levy, and it does look like my vassals were slightly obligated to provide some troops. So I'm going to take all of this and combine it into one big army. And then, let's see, looks like we do need to wait slightly for the army to heal, but basically we have almost double their troops now. Oh, I need someone to lead these flanks. So combat in the game works very strangely. Don't I have another commander? Hey, where are those grantable titles again? Religion, faction, intrigue. Tech, council, minor titles. Why can't you fight? Oh, you're probably my steward. So I'm gonna give this title to someone who's not my steward. Who are you? You're a courtier. Perfect. So now I have 3 commanders, which is important. Alright, and you're the one not leading anything, so you can see based on these skills, I'm the better commander for sure. So I'm going to give it 1 month to heal up, because this little bar here is the morale bar. It's not your health bar, but if it goes down, you're done. And it heals up every month. And thankfully, we've declared this war towards the end of a month. Oh, right, they're suffering from it too, so never mind. So now I've taken my army and I'm going on the attack, and it looks like they're retreating, which is good. So this is how soon I'll get there, and they left faster than we got there, but now we are besieging them. So, real quick explanation. Sieges are based off of this garrison number and any levy that's left over. So they've got 6 levy that has replenished since they raised it. That's kind of cool that levy replenishes as it's raised, which is nice, because then that means if you get destroyed, you have a chance. So this siege will be relatively quick. I have 4 times their numbers. Okay, not 4 times, but many times their numbers. And they are going to suffer morale damage every week. When this bar runs out, I win. And they're going to lose 11.9% every 12 days. Because of the sheer numbers I have. Now, taking the church is going to be a little harder because they'll have their full levy. While it's only going to be about 100 people more than this, it'll still take longer based on the ratio of troops. When you get late game and you're marching around with stacks of 20, 30, 40,000 and you want to run across this, the sieges are quick. So, basically, this is going to be technically a bloodless war, quote marks. And I'm going to just siege down his land. Oh, he's moving. Okay. Oh, this is cool. This is one of those special events that is tied to your choice, so I chose war. Offense or defense? That is the question. A best defense is a good offense. And the best offense is overwhelming firepower. But I don't have that. So, a spirited charge will break any line. Dead men do not get to fight another day. A solid rock breaks the best steel. Unyielding. No, I shall seek another area. So, I could become an aggressive leader, which means I'm really good at doing damage, but I take more damage. A defender, which means I take less damage, but deal less damage. Or unyielding, which is really good for morale. At this point in the game, morale is so important. Now, I've noticed that our enemy is on the move. My theory is that he is marching into my territory to do the same to me, siege me down, and take my lands. Which is fine. Oh, sweet, what happened? Improved relations, excellent. Yeah, that is correct, he is going to siege me down. I don't care. Why do I not care? Well, actually, I care slightly, but... Okay, so I'm going to do a quick calculation. It will take... I'm losing 12%, so only 1% more every 12 days. So I'm already half done with my siege. So when this siege is over, I'm going to just march down and fight him or chase him off. So this is not a problem because he won't be able to finish his siege in time for me to finish this one. With Orend, with the main tribe taken, he doesn't really stand a chance. So, as you can watch, it ticks down. Next tick, it'll be done. Alright, you gotta also watch the pause button, because sometimes it doesn't, like for this, it didn't pause it. But we had victory with 0 casualties, and we killed them all. So as you can now see, I have partial control of the territory. Switching over to the realm-looking thing. This is showing who owns what territory. It's easier to see in this version. You can see the stripes of my lands of Desmond. Alright, so I did take a bit of casualties from the siege, just from sieging attrition, but I still have him outnumbered almost 2-1, and I am a godlike leader. Now, it looks like he's gonna stand and fight, so this will be a good chance to show you how combat works. Alright, so here's combat. Each one of your 3 columns will have a leader, and will perform an action. Currently, we are performing the skirmishing action. Now, as you'll notice, this was a very, very small army, and they instantly retreated in the first shot. But his center army is actually pretty big compared to my army. My left flank was the big one, so my personal forces will probably be retreated, or maybe no. Alright, and they seem to have lost their leader, which means either we killed or captured him. And now we're running them down, and we win. And let's see, the siege is ours. Alright, here is the summary for the battle. We gained 24 war score, 0.9 prestige, 0.9 piety, that's a Norse thing, and no military tech. We took 14 casualties, they took 95. Again, damaging morale is much more important right now than actually killing people. That's just the way the current troops work, and it's pretty much going to be that way until halfway through EU4. So, yeah, I wish there was a way I could, swap around who's got what. In fact, I think I'll take control of this thing, and then he can have control of the middle one. So, yeah. And then it looks like he's doing a shattered retreat home, but I'm just going to go to his home and siege it down. Looks like we're going for another 25-ish episode, which is fine by me. So now we're going to do the siege of the bishopric, which you'll notice is going a little slower, but we still have them almost... We actually do have more than 2-1. Little water. So this will siege down quickly enough, and they won't stand a chance afterwards. So you'll notice here we have 48% war score, and the game autosaves either every month or every 6 months. I can never quite remember. So we're going to finish this war real quick, and then I'm going to end the episode. So just got to finish this siege. Oh, he's sieging me down, but it won't matter. Because we will be done with the siege, and he will have no land left. If all of your territory is captured, you're done. And at this early game, it's very possible to get wiped out early by the wrong aggression, but the Norse legend building is exactly what you need in order to not have that happen. Next tick, and we win. Wonderful. All right, we have finished the siege. We now have the entire territory as it has been fully striped over by us. And now we can declare victory. So we can offer peaceful terms. If you hit 100% war score, they have no choice. Now, if you're, say, at like 50 or 75, they might consider other options besides surrender. So there's only 3 basic forms of war score. There's enforced demands, where whatever you set as your war goal will happen. I'll gain 100 prestige, 50 piety, Germanicness will become the moral authority for 20 years, and then I will conquer his entire territory, taking his chiefdom and his bishopric, which I will then hand off to a Norse leader. White peace would hurt me a little bit, but wouldn't backlash. If I surrendered, I'd get royally screwed and I'd have to pay him. But we're enforcing demands. Boom. I have taken his titles. So he no longer has, what do you call it? He no longer has any land. He is now a landless count. That's game over for most people. Alright, so what can I do with this? So you'll now notice that it has my horse symbol, which is the chiefdom of Desmond. You'll now notice that horse symbol controls it, which means it's under the chiefdom of Desmond. Specifically me. Now, because, where is it? Title lost. Wrong type of holding. So basically what they're saying is that military rulers like myself cannot hold these temples, which is fine. I'm going to go to my court and find my... where is she? There's some pagan lady I invited a while ago. Right. Igna of Cloyve. She is of learned disposition. I'm going to grant her the Temple of Cashel, which will help start inducing, which will help induce Norse paganism, Germanicism, technically, in the land. And boom, most of those problems are gone, and now I could create a higher level title. I will deal with that next time. I would like to thank you all for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the episode. Once again, I am Selvalis, and this is my Paradox Mega Campaign, the Crusader Kings 2 portion. House Valis is slowly preparing to conquer the land. We are playing on Iron Man. I had to do a little bit of tweaking to get things working out, but yes, all of this land, all the way over here in India, I plan to conquer as much of it as possible and head into Europa Universalis 4. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Farewell.